Thousands of years ago, celestial beings made of an inky substance were born into this world through unknown means that remains a mystery to this day. They had built a strong empire out of the magic that brought them to life, and found veins of this substance deep inside of the earth. They called it Ichor, or God's blood. They developed their society around the core and used it to create art and life. However, within light, there must also be darkness. This one ruling deep in the islands. The Ichor was alive. A being known as the Blot emerged from this, creating entities whose hearts were darker than night. A great war was waged against this entity, but with their newfound magic, the celestial armies drew the darkness back, along with its spawn. Unfortunately, a curse befell the lands of ink, and their bodies grew uncontrollable and volatile. They all called it the Blot's Curse. In an act to save everyone that many still question to this day, the celestial wizard Yen Sid gave up his magic and created a machine with the goal to purify the Ichor deep within the veins and concentrated into helping those of Inkwell. Thus, the golden age of reanimation began, with the islands having new societies, all rising from the rubble. Toons created, cities, towns, with Toontown at its core. This period of peace did not last. However, greed took over the Toons as the machine would give them anything they'd want. Many sought to have it all for themselves. This greed turned to a lust for power that divided the Toons. The instability caused by the crumbling society only reawakened the Blot's curse, thus ending the golden era of peace, and panic swept over the nation. Those affected by the Blot sought out Mickey, the mayor of Toontown. Mickey, realizing he could not do this alone, started a new order within Inkwell. Toons was separated into factions, each led by the stars, elected leaders that would form parties to search for the fabled ink machine. It began as a look for a cure, quickly turned into deadly competition, ultimately leading the stars to retreat to their own guilds, locking themselves away from the deadly disease that ravaged their home. What the Toons didn't know was that the machine had been torn apart by the Celestials, with the main artifacts of the machine being divided among each of them. And finally, with no explanation, the Celestials disappeared. With no cure for the Blot, the Toons began to lose hope in their champions. Many have gone missing. More succumbed to the Blot. The rest are left to deal with the pieces that have been left behind. This is where our story begins.
Psst, yeah, you, bro, come here. Yeah, come here. You like comic dubs? So do I. And for that, I really think you should subscribe to this channel, bro. It's really top notch. See, you spread word too.